One bright spring morning, the sun was smiling in the sky and the birds were chirping happily. Peppa was out for a walk in a meadow with her family. The field was covered in so many daisies that it looked like a giant white and green blanket had been laid out over the hills. As Peppa skipped joyfully through the flowers, she noticed something strange, a soft glow coming from behind a small hill. Curious, she followed the light, and to her surprise, she found a beautiful girl standing among the daisies. She wore a long flowing dress made of petals, and on her head was a sparkling crown. But it was missing something. Peppa tilted her head and asked, "Hello. Who are you?" The girl smiled kindly and replied, "I am the Daisy Princess. I watch over these magical meadows, where special daisies grow. But last night, a mysterious wind swept through the land and scattered my enchanted daisies. Without them, my crown has lost its magic." Peppa's eyes grew wide. "Oh no. Don't worry, I'll help you find them." And just like that, Peppa called on her friends, George, Susie Sheep, Danny Dog, Pedro Pony, and Emily Elephant. Together, they formed a daisy rescue team and began their quest to find the lost magical daisies. Blossom, the first daisy, was caught in the branches of an old oak tree. Pedro climbed up to get it. The second was floating across the pond, sparkling on a lily pad. Emily used her trunk to gently lift it. The third was hiding under a pile of leaves, glowing faintly. Susie found it with her keen eyes. The fourth was being carried by a butterfly, dancing through the sky. Danny ran and jumped until he caught it mid-air. The fifth was stuck in a mud puddle. George bravely rescued it, even getting a little muddy. Each time they returned a daisy, the princess's crown began to glow brighter and brighter. But one final daisy was still missing, the most magical one of all, the heart daisy, which gave the crown its true power. The heart daisy had flown all the way to the top of a windy hill. Peppa took a deep breath and began climbing. The wind blew strongly, and little clouds swirled around her, but she didn't stop. At the very top, resting on a rock, was the glowing heart daisy, pulsing with golden light. Carefully, Peppa picked it up and returned to the princess. The moment the heart daisy was placed in the center of the crown, a burst of golden sparkles filled the sky. All the daisies in the meadow began to sway and glow, as if dancing in joy. The daisy princess twirled happily and said, "The magic has returned. Thank you, Peppa and friends. You have brought light back to our land." Peppa giggled. Teamwork makes everything possible. To celebrate, the Daisy Princess invited everyone to a grand flower festival. There were petal-shaped cookies, daisy lemonade, music made with wind chimes and birdsong, and a dance where all the children wore flower crowns. From that day on, every spring, Peppa and her friends visited the magical meadow, where they were always welcomed by the Daisy Princess, and Peppa was remembered forever as the brave daisy hero of the enchanted field.